Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 with the life lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Reads their mind and techs the throw. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Player gets them.
가져.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Had the radar up and running. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Crunchy tiger knee. Jumps in. But player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Tiger knee to the sternum. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Springs forward with the drive rush. Checks with the sunch. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Connects with the throw. Going in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? They couldn't tech the throw. Player 1 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. That drive impact doesn't get through. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Still slugging it out here. The low heavy hits. Combo with the target combo. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Surprises them with a drive rush. Taking stock. They trade hits. And now, this is a critical point of the round where they spins the catch, let loose a tiger cannon. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Bops them with a target combo. Going on the offensive? Player 2, there's the wall spot. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. Side switch in the corner. Drive rush to keep it going. Checks with the low tiger shot. Knockdown and fires the sunshine. Look, brushes that off and keeps going. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the springs forward with the drive rush. Risky, betting it hard on the drive rush. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Oh, here goes them. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Player 1 can't let this draw super hard incoming. Savage Tiger Raid hits. Things are about to heat up. What's next? Oh, yo, raw super hit. Time gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is
Kalah kita weh. Paling dikit lagi.
Find a new rival.
Yola.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Jimmy.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first
Langsung
round.
ya, langsung.
Counter hit throw there. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Very solid corner switch. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. The super armor, there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo
Dibantai
at just the
terus
right
kita
time.
le, dibantai
Player
kita
one picks up the
terus le.
first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Which?
Crunchy tiger knee. Long low attack hit. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Combo with the target combo. Going in, drive rush to keep it going. Opts for the free flow.
Ledekin terus.
Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Putar
In
lagi.
the corner and a flat. Tension. In there.
What?
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Goes for the throw. Throws him down. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player two has used up all of their drive. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Takes a trip. Both of them they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player one creates a good corner opportunity in a dire situation. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
High step kick. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still scrapping for control, springs forward with the drive rush. That drive impact doesn't drive rush to keep it going. Time for a drink. Charges forward. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Check. Going on the offensive? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Links it. Super Art on deck ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Lands the Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. Oh, burnout triggered. Tension's a solid choice. Oh, yo, raw super hit.
Tangkis.
Player one brings it home.
Yah, kalah terus kita le.
Online. Ready.
Ganti lah. Wah, ada itu. Dah aja lah lu. Bawa lu. Ini olahraga dia. Now. Look.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Starts with a jump in. Takes a trip. Impact's a no-go. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sticks the jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Can't tech the throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Decides to meet them in the air. in with the drive impact. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Were they baiting them into that? Dashes. Barely blocks the jump in. Gotta do better than that. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Taps him on the dome. Flatlines him. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. Gets him with a Euro step. Checks with the low tight going on the offensive. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. The drive impact doesn't work. Max SA gauges, charges forward. Dangerous situation here with both able to use drive. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you! Uh-oh, this could really hit the scales. Look forward rush. Okay, wow, reads the counterattack. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Not done yet. Oh, putting it all on right! A real test of nerves here. Dangerous range here. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Tiger Cannon! Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Zoning with a low tiger shot! The drive impact doesn't work! Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Hey now, where you going? The attack is parried. Sees it coming and blocks it out. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Well-timed corner switch. Nice tiger over! Player 1 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. A rising uppercut. Looking to impress with this super. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Zoning with a low tiger shot. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Springs forward with the drive rush. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Play hits him with a stop and pop. Player 2 bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Both fighters planning something? Anti-air drops. The drive impact doesn't work. Reversal. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Experiencing burnout. Finds the target. Doesn't let up and gets the flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. A parry? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Gets him with a Euro step. Shrugs that off. No more drive on hand. Both sides getting ready. Their drive is limited. The drive impact doesn't work. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Too slow. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Still in it with a sliver. Player 1 needs to use just what they were after. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Taking stock. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Well-timed corner switch. wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is gonna have to drive rush to keep it going. Closing moment KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brushes that off and keeps going. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Take springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, they're in the corner now. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Both uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact.
Iya lu.
Doesn't miss a beat. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Tiger next just gets him with a Euro step. Solid anti-air. Player 2 hit flatlines on. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stopping box. Nice tight. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Unloads on with the Tiger King. Player 2 drops the ball. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Hits that with confidence. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Drive rush. Anti-air in the clutch. Looking for pumps the brakes on the impact. Go airborne. Player 2 can't Tiger cannon. Go Tiger. Back to the court. Reads the jump in perfectly. This is a critical moment. Excellent block. The reactions on display. They are done. Player 2 was definite.
Gila. Cuma nak pula ni. Pula.
Track online. Arcade practice. Versus.
Yolah. Mungkin agak lawan kita. Nggak ada.
Here comes a new challenger.
Malah Ingrid terus Ingrid.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Overdrive. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Trying to read each other here? All right. Throws them to negate the block. They trade. Strings it all together. Nice Tiger note! One combo can end this round right now. Drive rush to keep it going. Burnout in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That combo did decent damage. The quarter makes it hard to experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 in dire hits them with a stop and pop. Springs forward with a drive rush. Oh, burnout triggered. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the cause for the critical art. We're about to see why this move is called Tiger Vanquish. The mighty must fall, and that time has come for his opponent. Baron Totsugeki to the face. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Player 1, no way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out on top in this final round? Fires the sunshine. Last round saw some incredibly calm nerves despite the odds stacked against them. This will be a big win if they can keep it up. Medium kick. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Target combo into. Oh, here we go. What a smart throw. Getting it all on the drive rush. Rattle and home with the tiger knee. Maze blocks the low kick. Rips a sunshot. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Almost a massive tiger cannon. Excellent read. Face, knee. What now? Rushes in, connects with the throw. Player 2, oh, drive rush. They're dizzy. That corner is starting to look scary. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Kidding me? Are you?
Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Ripsa tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. And that's the last stop. Player 2 has the life advantage. Full stocks. Time to watch out. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player 2 is in burnout, drives off the table. And that's the last stop. Knockdown. Ingrid's ready to fire up, goes for the super art, blinds him with the shiny, gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until they're driving pressures. Oh wow, the low kick hits! Connect all in with a rush! Connects with sunrise. Ooh, what a smart throw! What'll have drive rush? The Savage Tiger Raid connects! Not much life left. The drive gauge difference could chip them for the win! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Checks with the sunshot. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Took him to the corner in a flash. What's next? Sets up with the jump in. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Would a super art do anything? Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! Super! Getting it all on the drive rush! Crowns him from above! And eats it! A real awesome!
Ya, naik lagi. Udah mulai update ah. Yuk. Bisa ya, bisa.
Now, find a new rival.
Aku mau sama-sama olahraga.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Dia kucing merah.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deal some damage with that quick combo. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Checks him with the projectile. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Each hit is so important here. Goes fires off a Tiger Cat. The super doesn't come from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Big throws. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Puma's going in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out up close. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Gets right in there. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Brushes off the impact. The jump in is denied. Throws him. What's next? Drive rush. Gets in their face. Where's their opening? Somehow pushes back. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. Checks with a low tiger shot. Crunchy tiger knee. Still slugging it out at this range. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the hits him with a stop and pop. Will we see a drive hit? Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on deck for both. Turning it right up with a super.
Gila.
Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 1 brings it home.
Coy. Kok makin merajalela semua ya? Apa yang terjadi?
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Good anti-air. Opts for the throw. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets the throw to side switch. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Gets the jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Feeling out the spacing. Sticks the jump in. Nice touch! Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? KO! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. From low heavy to Sunrise. Nice counter. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Oh, they're in the corner. Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Big throws. Knockdown and they were expecting that drive impact. Crunchy tiger knee. Drive rush to keep it going. They got the meter for a drive impact. Yo, put that away. Quick breathe. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Tiger knee to the sternum. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Solid anti-air. Throws them. What now? Player 2 can't afford to hit. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Gets right in there. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Goes for a drive. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Takes a trip. Player 2 is in burnout. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to put, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Will we see a drive impact? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Flushes that off and keeps going. Nice tiger note. Doesn't miss a beat. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 is dominating this. Springs forward with the drive rush. Anti-air drops. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Vanishing Sun, make your choice. Fires the sunshine. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Good presence of not drive rush. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Getting it all on the drive rush. Back through the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Turns out. Player 2, the low kick hits. Over in a flash. Player 1 is a force to be.
Kok jadi juga Ali coy.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be
Hintayin lang
made.
dia.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Tiger knee to the sternum. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Checks with the low tiger shot. Clean parry. A parry? Breaks their guard with a throw. Here, springs forward with the drive rush. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it better. Crowns them from above. A real test of nerve here. That's how you close it out. What a beast! Player 2 brings it home.
Apanya?
Let's
Hari
see
ini
if they can
bersama
build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Decides to go in with the target combo. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. A nice chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. A drive impact could end it all here. Closing moments of the match. One hit KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Covers them with a psycho blitz. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Jump. Checks with a low tiger shot. Quick drive rush to keep it going. Smart play with the throw. Going on the offensive. Crunchy tiger knee. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2, putting the cherry on top. Looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Rattle and hum to the tiger. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Charges forward. Looking to follow up after that. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Player 1, what a smart play. What now betting it all on the drive run. Gives the rib cage. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Looking for a hold. What's next? Genius read with that throw escape. Blocks the low kick. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. No drive left now. Psycho flip wakes him up. I called it. I called it. It is over. Player 2 really had to fight for that one.
Wah, jauh kali turun kita weh. Yuk. Usaha yuk.
Now, find a new rival.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What are they thinking here? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Taking stock. Force KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Decides to create some distance to start. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Charges forward. Player 1 has the right lead. Can they use it? Crunchy tiger knee. Looking for a chance. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Out of here. Gets them with the anti-air. Tiger knee to the sternum. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Parah.
Yo! This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Show me what you have.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. Oh, what a move. Decides to meet them in the air. We are near the end of the round and wraps it up with a drive impact. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Projectile to try and change the situation. Oh, burnout triggered. Lighting up the skies with Covenant no Mind. Player 2 will want to take. They were right to be on guard there. Knockdown and player 1 will drive rush to keep it going. Big throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Quick breather. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Life lead is there, but still anyone's super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Player 1 chases them down. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Neither of them willing to back off here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Nice tiger note! Player 2 chases them down. Very slick with a combo. Big throws. There's drive rush to keep it going. Dashes forward. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? They were right to be on guard there. Getting that extra juicer with Covenant no Mind. Player 1 draw super hard incoming. Savage Tiger right hit. Things are about to heat up. Both on Tiger Cannon. In attack range. Taking chunks. What a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jumping excellent block. Going in. drive rush to keep it going. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. The match just impact squat. A quick breather. Both fighters need to get some meter. Here comes the corner pressure. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Medium kick into low tiger. Only 50% life left. Lost that off. Turning it right up with a super tiger cannon. Zoning with a knocked him out of the air. Low heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Reversal. This is it. Face, knee, knee. Ugh, take us. This is gonna hurt. What a sick punish counter.
SAGAT.
Player 2 clinches the win.
Now, fight a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. No go for the bow. Gets a good read on their opponent. Deal some damage with that quick combo. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Sticks the jump in. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 chases them down, experiencing burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Both players all out of drive gauge. Nice touch, spins the cast, let loose a tight, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. What'll happen springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Going in. Connects with medium kick. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Life lead is there, but still getting it all on the drive rush. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. Neither of them willing to back off here. Checks him with the projectile. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Goes in on the impact for nothing. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Burn ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Combo with the target combo. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Knockdown. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Check hits him with a stop and pop. Jones with the fireball. G-right kick for a mix-up. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Knockdown and... Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Looking to impress with his super. Still alive? Still alive? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Quick Dash! Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. They're using a fighter. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player one, nothing stops this train. Clutch, anti-air. They can't make any mistakes here if they want any chance of winning. Oh, here we go. Sets up with the jump in. A real test of the back combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tiger knee to the sternum. Throws a fireball. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? The impact gets blocked. Ooh, what's this? Gotcha. Decides to go in with the target combo. Trips him up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes to the overdrive. Still very early in the round. Closes the gap. Knockdown. Player two chases them down. Drive rush to keep it going. Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown, and they were right to be on guard there. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player two, holding, digs in deep to get that drive rush. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Cashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Rushes in. Player two, hit, curls him from above. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it fly from the get-go. Scuffle. Impact. Squash. Quick dash. Amazing. Back to the corner. Are we going to play Impact Peekaboo? Player two needs to take advantage. Sets up with the jump in. Quick step forward. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Repa. This might be a oh, yo! Rock, what a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
That is real. It's gonna be okay.
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. What is he thinking here? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This stun might mean that Perfect takes the round without getting touched. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. They're backed up into the corner. Nice tiger note. They've got the meter for a drive impact. There's a change of sides. Jumps in. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. A quick breather. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Out of here. Hits him with a stopping block. Here comes the Order of the Sun. This fade gets up. Not wasting any time spending that meter. Now, can they finish the job? Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Oh, burnout triggered. They push their way out of the corner. Absolutely relentless. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? They're taking a step back to slow down another sunset. Both sides getting ready. The low kick hits. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Unreal Tiger Nut. Oh, putting the cherry on top. And the Tiger Vanquisher connects. He's pounced and ready to rip into his prey. Oh, drive rush. Back to the closes in. They are done. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The drive impact is denied. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. I can't keep track of these corner switches. All right, deftly shuts out the jumper. Fires off an overdrive bar. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. Decides to buff up while they can. Takes a trip. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 chases them down. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Vanishing Sun. Make your choice. Springs forward with the drive rush. There's drive rush to keep it going. Drive gauge gap here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Fires the sunshine. Not much experiencing burnout. Hits them with a stopping block. Order of the Sun on the way. Watch out. Uses the target combo. The super doesn't hit. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, burnout triggers. Going in, the fighters return to the middle of the stage. Checks with the sun. Spins the cast. Let loose a Tiger Cannon. Quick breather. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Going on the offensive? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Play a rare chance here. They gotta do something. Back through the corner. Are we gonna block super hard incoming? That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Throws them. Gets a risky, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player 1 comes back from the break. Can they keep this focus? Checks with the sunshot. Drops that off. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Charges forward. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Back into the corner. What setup to this is gonna hurt. Oh, combo. Let's go. Rushes in. Burns out. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. I can't believe it. Player 1 has a full drive. Will this super art do anything? Launches them. It is over. Get that bank account ready because that fight would eat me money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Who uses their drive gauge? Sunrise. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 chases them down. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Still slugging it out here. Grabs them. Surprises them with a drive rush. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Checks them with a projectile. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Player 2 chases them down. Tiger knee to the sternum. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Knocked it, springs forward with the drive rush. That drive impact delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Blocks it. Drive rush to keep it going. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Checks with the sunshot. A drive in hits him with a stop and pop. Going in, barely blocks the jump in. Are we gonna see it looking to impress with this super? Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home.
Versus. Now,
Ken.
find a new rival.
Gusto kalahkan si Ken ini.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. A drive impact could end it all here. Impact's a no-go. Tiger knee to the KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still very early in the round. What'll happen here? Risky up-close scrap still going. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters have a full springs forward with the drive rush. In with the cross. Life lead is there, but still anyone, they're going for the super art? Savage Tiger right hit! Things are about to heat up! Player 1 can't afford mistakes. Draw super art hit from Tiger Cannon! Get them with a quick low kick! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Face me, knee! This is it! Who's gonna take it all? Blocks it. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Oh, combo! Let's go! Rattle and home with a tiger knee. That corner is forward rush. Back. This can lead to some big damage. Both fighters are down to half life. Oh man, this is a scary range. The Senka hits. Low Tiger! Back reads the jump in perfectly! Super! Are you kidding me? Player 2 made some smart moves there! Great game! It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back! Hit them with a stop and pop! Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact! A parry? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open. All right, what's coming up next? Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Nice counter. Both are just hanging on by a thread, but their drive gauges are a different story. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Was looking for that jump attack. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close to that last round. Can they keep the momentum? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They got springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown, and player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Super on deck for both fighters. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Shoryuken. They're going for the super art. The Savage Tiger Raid connects. Side switch in the corner. What now? Big drive gap now. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Looking to follow up after that target combo. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Rattle and hum with a tiger knee. Who's going to steal this win? Low Tiger. Tiger Nexus to seize the overhead coming. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Face, meat, knee. Crowns them from above. What now? This can lead to some big damage. Get the side switch. Rushes in. Dangerous range here. The low kick hits. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Rattle and hum with a tiger knee. All the throw connects. What's next? Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Last ya,
It's
kita
not
main ini
over
the
yet.
last.
Let's believe it's time for
Kita
that
main
replay.
ini.
Checks with a low tiger shot. Projectile to try and change the situation. Hits them with a stop and pop. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. A drive impact! There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Who will capitalize on an opening first?
Ish.
Blocks the impact. Going on the offensive? Player 1 can't you KO! Player 1
What's up, Bang?
picks up
What's
the
up, Bang
always
Bruni?
important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Will we see a drive impact? The throw missed. Jumps in. From upstairs. Doesn't miss a beat.
Bingung.
Very slick. Anti-air in the clutch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Are we going to see a comeback here? Tops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Go Tiger! Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Pay attention! Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Getting up close and hurt drive rush. Overhead play will work. Impact squat. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Block anti-air. The super connects. What now? Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still? No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that 8SM coming. Oh, hits the critical art. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers. No one could have called that. Player 1 was definitely sweating.
Akhirnya kita menang melawan Ken. Oke, thank you Bang yang sudah menonton. Terima kasih yang sudah tetap stay tune di channelku. Terima kasih yang sudah support. See you next day. Ada itu kasih Mas sudah menonton. Ganbare yo. Mi Satu.